All right, for the purpose for this course, we'll use a number of penetration hacking tools. And you could install each of those tools manually, or what you could do also is what most penetration testers do, including myself, is just to use a particular operating system that was designed for hacking, like kalilinux. There are others, but this is the most popular one, and you're going to use this throughout this course. It already comes with a good number of pre-installed hacking tools, at least the most common ones, the top ones that are used. So after installing Kali Linux, you can start right away learning or hacking without the need of installing any additional tools. There are two options for installing Linux. You can install this as your main operating system in your main machine, right? Or even dual boot if you want, with your other one to run in your machine, or you can run it as a virtual machine. We'll use the virtual machine option. To be honest with you, I prefer even virtual machines than regular main operating system because it's really easy. You don't lose any functionality, and if something happens, if you break anything, you can recover from a snapshot that you took and recover from that point. It's very handy, and it's perfect. So I prefer that. It has a lot of actually benefits of using virtual machines. So what I'm going to do now is to guide you on how to do that. I'll be using my Windows machines. I know the majority of clients are really Windows, so I think it would be nice. But to be honest with you, there is no much such a difference if you're using Mac or any different operating systems. So let's go ahead and guide you on the steps to do this process and install Kali Linux on a VirtualBox. So let's go to that URL, kali.org. And what you're looking for is the downloadable files for the Kali Linux. So we go to downloads. Then you scroll down, Kali virtual images. Scroll down a little bit more. It redirects you to the offense security. So you may want to go to that link directly if you prefer. And then click on the system that is equivalent for you, but before Kali Linux VirtualBox images, you have to click there. I'll click the 64-bit version because that's the version that I run, and it's going to download a file. You have to wait a little bit and double click on it. I will pass this for you. Let's not wait for the full download to install. Okay, also double click, it will ask you if you want to import that OVA file. You're gonna select to import. I already did that, as you can see. So what we can do now is just to go to some settings before you start the machine. So let's do that. The first thing in general, the first session is the basics. It's just the name of the system. You may change that if you want, but select Linux as a type, and the version is, this one is Debian. The other sections, you don't need to worry about that. Systems, try to select something on the green area. Don't let it too low or don't let it too high. I picked this one here because that works good for me for 4 megabytes. Then display settings is the same, but don't pick it too low, otherwise you're gonna have problems for display settings. The other settings you don't have to worry about. Network is another important one. Make sure you have network and select a card here, some name here. If you don't have it here, if you don't have nothing appear here, you just go to File and go to Preferences, and you click on Network. And you're gonna, probably nothing we'll see here. You just click to add network here. I'm gonna remove because I already added, but that will resolve your little issue if you may find that. Okay, so that's it. What we can do now is to start the machine and see what happens. I just click it started. It's loading. What we can do also is to put on the close the messages and try to change the options here to go to full screen. Yeah, view full screen. That's great. And let's start a load. Okay, so you're gonna have to put your username and password. I wrote it up for you, so you don't have to worry about. Once it's loaded, that's what you're gonna have. This is the Kali. Make sure you have the network settings here and it's wired connected. If you did everything that we mentioned before, you have no problems. Otherwise, go some steps before and check it out. To double check everything is working fine, click on the Firefox link here on the left and you open the browser just to make sure a website is you can access the internet. So let's try, for example, Google and see if you can load that. Okay, that's fine, good. You may close that, and that's it. The next thing we want to do is that's what I normally do is to go up to the terminal and let's update the system. You're gonna type in that command apt-get update and you update it for you. So the time it will depend on your internet speed, but mine one was fast. Yeah, that's it, it's done. Next, we're gonna upgrade the distribution to the latest one, apt-dist upgrade. And this may take a while for you. To me, it took about 30 minutes, but it may take longer. Again, it depends on your internet speed. But we're not gonna wait that long here. So what I did, I just made some shorts for you on this video. This is the magic of video editing. So just then you can see what normally happens. I think we are ended here, so we finish the upgrade here. And now again, so I also like to double check and do apt-get update again, just to make sure everything is updated. And as you see here, everything was okay. Yeah, 1% going up, and that's it. Yeah, done. So that's it. So we have kalilinux now, and let's go to our next machine.